Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade, as we're going to be having a little bit of a very quick dive into unit mastery. Now, it's really not all that complicated, so we'll keep this video fairly short, but I just wanted to briefly explain what it is, what unit affects, how you get the scrolls, and kind of how it all works. So, we are currently on day 2 of the seasonal launch, and at the moment there are essentially 3 available units with unit mastery: the Prefecture Guards, the Mace Sergeants, and Pike Militia. But we know once we get the tier 4 unlock, we're also going to be getting Halberdier Sergeants and Palace Guards. Then they're going to be progressively adding more units with unit mastery as time goes on. Basically, it's just going to be something they're continuously doing. Just to rule out now for Mace Sergeants, as of the moment, the unit mastery isn't available. You cannot get these specific scrolls. They seem to have their own specific scroll. I think this is something that's going to be added in shortly. I suspect, considering it says obtained via main quest, it's probably going to be main quest based, and it's probably going to run separately to things like Pike Militia and Prefecture Guard. But anyway, kind of deal with that as and when that comes out. So to go back, I've been focusing on the Prefecture Guards. So the unit mastery is essentially this button down here. Everything else on the unit stays, exactly the same. This is just an addition. Once you've got the unit leveled, you can start doing this unit mastery. So to do each one costs a number of scrolls, and you have to work your way through it sort of in succession. So the one, for example, I'm on, it requires 8 of the rare scrolls of mastery. And you see the next one, it's 25 of the uncommon scrolls, and then 40, and then 12 of the final mastery one. So it gets progressively more difficult. Now, it does actually add some pretty reasonable bonuses. For example, plus 80 points slashing penetration, plus 100 points slashing penetration here, which is really nice, plus an 8-second reduction on cooldown. If we actually go and actually have a look at that on its stats, it puts the slashing armor penetration in these Prefecture Guard to 1800. It's really very, very high. I've also got the full tech tree nodes unlocked with it as well. And so that's really going to make it contend against higher tier 4 and tier 5 units and still do at least decent damage. And, oops, as we go back out the unit, and there's still other interesting things to come. There's a healing one, and there's sort of increased damage against units, pole arms, and then there's sort of basically this sort of increased aggression that they get with the final thing. So essentially, how do you get these mastery scrolls? Well, there are 2 ways in which you can do this. First, if I go over to the unit tree, there is something called the Honour Store. This is where you buy your Mace Sergeants from. Now, because Evo is a complete idiot, he brought all the scrolls without recording anything at all. But essentially, here you will find a number of uncommon and rare mastery scrolls, which you can buy with honour. Now, there's a weekly limit, and once you hit that weekly limit, they will all disappear, which is what's happened here. So next week, they'll probably become available again, and I will spend more honour unlocking them. And the second way is to go and do the PvE events. So if I head over here now, you'll see there's this thing called Mastery Commander, and essentially when you run these events, you earn uncommon and rare scrolls of mastery. You can do this essentially once per day. So there's basically a pool of 4, and it recharges by 1 per day every day at midnight. So for example, if I don't play for the next 3 days, this will get back up to 4 out of 4, and I can play it 4 times. If I come back tomorrow, this will be 2 out of 4, right? You get the idea. And now the final thing to cover is you can convert uncommon to rare scrolls of mastery. If we go over to activities, you'll find there's a mastery scroll exchange, which is optimistically running for the next 27,000 days. I'm hopefully not still going to be playing Conqueror's Blade in 27,000 days' time. But essentially, you can convert 5 uncommon scrolls to 1 rare scroll. So let's very quickly hop into a Mastery Commander event, and we'll just take a very quick look at that. So these little PvE battles are honestly really easy. They're just a solo thing, you don't play with any other players, and essentially you've got 2 objectives. You've got to fight through this first block, capture the supply point, and then go on and kill the enemy hero. Now, you just got to be careful the first time you do it. You don't do like what I did and yeet yourself into a halberdier formation and immediately get yourself killed. But either way, you can just respawn. And then you just have to fight through a few more enemy defensive positions until you get to the hero at the end. Just be slightly careful of those charging prefecture pikes. They do quite a bit of damage, But other than that, you shouldn't really be having too many problems on these games unless you're really sort of right at the start of your Conqueror's Blade career, in which case you may find them slightly more difficult with lower tier units. And then you'll see, anyway, we get some scrolls of mastery, and that is essentially how you earn them. I've not seen any difference in earning them between whether you use how many kills you get, whether you die, don't die, doesn't seem to make any difference, it's just completing the event. And that's all there is to it. If you've got any questions, let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll see you all on the next one.